Hello there. So not having enough time to start a business or an online business, it's a common objection. It's one that, sorry about that, it's one that I've used myself many times, and sometimes it feels like there definitely isn't enough hours in the day, especially if you're still working full time, which while I'm recording this, I still am while I'm doing my online business. It's a challenge, especially if you've got kids, juggling everything, running a house, if you've got a partner, working full time. There's so many family commitments, there's so many things that can vie for our time. And I think I've been trying various things over the years, and I think ultimately the time objection, because if you think about people like Richard Branson, Bill Gates, Alan Sugar, Elon Musk, all these sorts of people, they've got the same amount of time in the day as we do. And you might think, well, yeah, they've got loads of money and people can do all their stuff for them, but not in the early days. They've all started from nothing. But I think ultimately what I've learned over the years is that it all comes down to, A, is the timing right for you right now to be able to think about prioritising your time? And B, are you willing to trade some of the stuff that you fill your hours with now into actually focusing on a business or an online business? So you're here because you've clicked on a link from my email, and I think that the main message I can give you is, if you're sitting there thinking you haven't got time, then just think about what you're filling your time with at the moment. So what do you do of the evening? Do you sit there watching TV, or do you go to the gym, or do you go out socialising, or is it just running around after the kids, or is it looking after a parent, or whatever it might be? Something that's taking your time, but really think about it. And if you're sitting there thinking, well, I watch my soaps, or I watch this, or I watch that, and I watch my box sets, and I love a Netflix of an evening and all that sort of stuff, which is all lovely, but is it going to get you where you want to get to? You've clicked on these emails and these video series for a reason. You're looking for something else. You're hoping that there's something else out there for you. How serious are you about it ultimately? And if you're sitting there feeling uncomfortable about the fact that you haven't got time, then probably the timing isn't right for you now. You've got to get to a point where, do you know what? Nothing else matters. I work 60 hours a week in my job sometimes not. I'm on the road a lot, but I come home, I get dinner sorted for me and my son, and then I'm back on the laptop at whatever time that might be. It might be 7 or 8 o'clock, and then I'm on that till 12 o'clock. And for me, right now, it isn't a chore, because I am loving what I'm doing. I'm loving getting this sorted. And I know, okay, so the ultimate goal is, I can see exactly where this is taking me, and finally, after a long time of trying, I know that this is going to be my financial freedom, and that to me is the ultimate. To be able to sack the boss, and then have the time and the creativity just to think about and experience various different things, and I'm into music and all that sort of stuff. That for me is bigger than any TV show or any going out getting pissed or whatever it might be. Don't get me wrong, I still go out and socialise. I'm not cutting myself off from life, because that's pointless. But and I still see my family and I still see my friends, and yes, I watch a little bit of telly, but it is just a little bit. And I'll put stuff on the planner. I've got Sky, and I'll just watch it as and when. And usually it's when I'm eating my dinner, I'll watch half an hour's worth of something, stop it, get back on the laptop, whatever. And that might sound like hell to you, and if it does, then that's fine. But I think ultimately, if time is an objection for you, you've got to think about the time that you're spending on other things and what is most important to you right now. And if it's not building a business for yourself and building financial freedom because the timing's not quite right, then that's fine. But if there's something really burning in you, then for me, I would start looking at what your priorities are, what you can easily let go, that's not going to be detrimental to you at all. Even if you could only muster up an extra 5 hours a week in the beginning, believe me, I didn't start working as many hours as I'm now working on this business in the beginning. It was a few hours and I got sidetracked and all the rest of it, and then now I'm just full on because I can just see the end goal. So I'm going to stop this video now because I've gone on way too long, but hopefully that might help with some of your objections at the moment and the mindset basically. As always, if you've got any questions, drop me an email and I'll get straight back to you. Cheers, bye.